What's up guys, this is Kush Plants, and this is going to be my first YouTube video. Hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be a story time video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, thank you. This story is going to be about the first time I ever took fake acid. Yes, fake acid. This story takes place mid-December, so it was pretty damn cold out. Yeah, leave a like for this video if you want to see more story time videos like this. So to start the story out, it was me and my two buddies at my house. We were just chilling, smoking some weed, trying to figure out what we could do. It was my early birthday, so we were really trying to get lit. So one of my buddies had the idea of stealing a bottle that we could drink, and I was down with the idea. I barely drank though, but I didn't really care. So we finish up our blunt, we get our shit together, dress properly because it's cold as shit out. Like I said, it's mid-December, it's like below zero, fucking freezing balls. So we start our journey walking in the freezing cold to this liquor store. It wasn't even a liquor store, it was just Shop and Save. We walked in the freezing cold all the way to get this bottle. It took about an hour walk too, just to get to this bottle, okay? Just to get to this fucking bottle. Once we finally get there, he goes in, he does his thing, takes him about maybe 5-10 minutes. He comes out with a big smile on his face. I already knew what that means. That means he already has it. It's about to go down, we're about to get lit. But he had the feeling that somebody knew he stole the bottle, so he really didn't want to drink it around where we got the bottle, so we had to figure out something else. So we ended up going all the way down to this other side of where we live, and we found this apartment complex, and that's when we decided to, lay low, just sit there, drink it, have some fun while we can. Well, not while we can, but before or if anything did happen, this bottle would already be gone. We would drink it, there would be no evidence except for like maybe if they had the video evidence. So we did what we had to do. We drank the bottle, we finished it. My other buddy said he had to go because he had school the next day, and at that point it was already a 2-hour walk from where we were, so I felt hella bad that he had to walk back. And at this point it was like 12 o'clock at night, so he had to walk pretty far in the cold. Time passes by a little bit. My other buddy's still with me. He wants to get another bottle. Not just one bottle though. 2 bottles. 2 more bottles. Now I was like, alright dude, if you want to do this, we have to go to a different store because you just stole from that one store. And I was like, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what I was thinking because I was already pretty drunk at that point and I didn't really want to drink anymore. But shit, it was my birthday. I was down for whatever. So we walked to get this fucking bottle. We finally arrive at this Shop and Save, or no, it was a Schnucks. Yeah, it was a Schnucks. We get to this Schnucks. He goes in, he does his thing, he comes back out, smile on his face, 2 bottles in his pants, pulls them out. He's like, "You ready to get fucked up?" And I was like, yeah, I'm ready, even though I really wasn't. I was already pretty drunk. But, we take a few sips off it, we put it away. We end up coming up with this idea that we wanted to go downtown or somewhere and just get drunk as shit. So what we ended up doing was we ended up going to a gas station near us and just sitting there and asking random people for a ride. We were telling them full bullshit lies too, just to get them to give us a ride. And luckily, one nice person gave us a ride. That one nice person gave us a ride all the way to the train station. We had to go to a train station. We're talking to the guy, we're conversating. He lets us in his car, we hop in. And the funniest thing about this whole car ride to the train station was my buddy was talking to him about how bad alcohol was, and like they were having a full-blown conversation about how bad alcohol was, but the whole time on the way there all you could hear was clank 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 in the backpack because we had the bottles clinking together. We finally pull up to the train station, we say our goodbyes to the dude that gave us a ride, we thanked him, we hop out, clank clank, the bottles clank again, we head over to the train was just about to leave my buddy was like, yo, run. We run to the train, we hop on. And let me remind you guys, this is illegal. You're not supposed to hop on a train without like a train pass or anything. We just hopped on that bitch and just sat down like we owned that bitch, and we got away with it. We were on that bitch for like 5 minutes, got to our destination, hopped off, happy as lark. So we hopped off at this strip mall, and let me tell you, this strip mall is pretty damn big. They have a whole bunch of stores just lined up, tons of people. And let me remind you, this was probably like at 12 o'clock at night. There was all sketchy motherfuckers, random people you wouldn't really want to fuck with being there. And yeah, me and my buddy were talking there, and I was just telling him how I really didn't want to drink so much because I was already feeling it pretty good, that I just really wanted to smoke some more. So he came up with this brilliant idea to just find somebody that he might let him trade a bottle for some weed. And luckily enough, it ended up happening. He found somebody within like 10 minutes. They traded us like a big old sack for just one bottle. And we told him it was my birthday, so that's probably why he did it. But he traded us a fat sack for the bottle. He gave us even some Rellos. And yeah, we met these really sketchy people. These were the sketchiest motherfuckers you could ever possibly think of in your damn life. I have no idea why we decided to hang out with them. I guess it was just because we were not new to the area and we were just trying to chill with somebody, you know, maybe drink a few, smoke the weed that we got. We ended up drinking a little bit, rolling up a blunt, smoking it with them. And you know, they were acting real sketchy the whole time. Like they wouldn't want to pass the bottle. They wouldn't want to pass the blunt, even though like it was ours. They didn't want to pass it. And it was like, I was talking to my buddy and I was like, yo, do you think we should just go or whatnot? And like he was like, nah, maybe we should just chill for a little bit. And I was like, all right, let's just chill for a little bit and see what happens. And like, I swear, 10 minutes later, like they make this whole scene. They make this whole scene. They like, dude like falls on the ground. He like, his friend comes over, slowly helps him up. And like at this point, he already had my bottle in his hand. And they just walked off with my bottle, which I didn't really even care because like I said, I really didn't want to drink that much anymore at that point. So I told my buddy, I was like, fuck it, man. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just go somewhere else. It's fucking cold as shit. And at that point, I did not have a jacket. Like I was unprepared as fuck. I did not bring my jacket, and the sketchy motherfucker that was there, I had to borrow his jacket. He just gave me it. I was wearing that bitch this whole entire night, this whole entire thing. So after that, I just told my buddy that we should just head out, you know, go find a different spot. He decided he wanted to hop on the train again and take it to downtown. And I wasn't really about that, but it was my birthday, so I really didn't give a fuck. Like I said, I just went along with anything that happened that night. You know, I could have died that night. Anything could have happened, but nothing really did. So we run back down to the train station that we previously hopped onto. We found out when it was going to be coming again. It was going to be coming real shortly. We hopped on that bitch, and I was just thankful because it was warm on that bitch. I was colder than hell. It was really cold out. Hopped on it. We were on it for about 10 minutes. It stopped at 2 different stations before we got to where we were going. But the second stop, this couple hopped on. And, you know, we were making small talk conversation. You know, how's your day going? And then my buddy out of nowhere is like, yeah, it's my friend's birthday. And they were like, oh shit. And the one girl, it was the girl that said this. She was like, do you guys want to trip balls tonight? And I just look at my buddy and like a blank face. And I'm just like, dude, we got to trip balls tonight. I haven't did acid. This is my first time ever doing it. I want to try it. He was like, all right, I got this. He was like, all right, I got some alcohol I can trade you. We had about maybe a little bit under a half a bottle in a 2-liter for some reason. I don't really remember why we had it in a 2-liter, but it was in a 2-liter bottle. We traded them, you know, the half for 2 little hits of acid. Now this acid, I looked at it, it had a brownish color to it. I wasn't really sure. Remember, this is my first time ever taking acid. Had a brown color to it. I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. I took it, I put it in my tongue. Didn't really pay much attention to it, but now that I think about it, it had a bitter taste. It had a very strong bitter taste. And if your acid has any taste at all, you should spit that shit out immediately. And you know, our stop arrives, we say goodbye to them, we hop off, we're downtown, it's still cold as shit out, fuck my life. You know, we start walking around and we're like, damn, it's starting to get pretty damn cold. We need to find somewhere to go. And I was like, yeah, we do. So we ended up deciding to go to this hotel. It's called the Hyatt. We ended up deciding to go there. We went there, walked in like we owned it. Nobody asked us question. At this time, it was like, I want to say 1 o'clock at night. We walked up in there, hopped on the elevator, went to the 29th floor. Yeah, the 29th floor. Now, I got to describe you this. We were on the very top. Imagine glass walls, just pure glass walls, and then no roof. And it's cold as fuck out. The ground is lit up like piano tiles. And there's just nice furniture everywhere. Yeah. So this is where everything gets pretty damn crazy. You know, me and my buddy were just chilling there, talking, and I don't know what he said, but something he said just made me laugh my ass off. I could not stop laughing. Like, I'm telling you, I tried. If I tried, I could not stop laughing. I was laughing for a good 25 minutes. And then after that, he just said something else, and I just kept laughing, and it went back and forth. He kept laughing, and like, I didn't know what acid felt like or any of that, any type of anything, but I knew that something was up. And I looked at the ground, and the ground had like, the carpet had like different patterns on it, and I was running down the hallways, looking at the ground, tripping so hard, not knowing what was going on. And pretty much after that, we basically got kicked out of the hotel. So we were just wandering around in the freezing cold downtown for hours. And the funny thing about it was, we were so fucked up off this chemical or whatever it was that we thought was acid. We could not figure a way to go home. Like, we could not figure out how to go home. We just walked around for hours. And then we were walking for so long that the sun started to come out. And at that point, the stuff that we took started to wear off. So we came back to our senses. You know, we was like, we need to find, you know, the nearest train to hop on, because I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure about this, but I'm pretty sure at a certain time at night, this train stopped running. I'm not sure about that, but maybe they do. But yeah, after that, we hopped on the train. You know, we head all the way back towards near almost where we came from. We ended up getting lost on the way back. We had to stop. I had to call my dad in the morning and, you know, explain literally everything what happened. And he had to drive all the way out his way to come get us. And yeah, it was a really, really fun time, but I would never do that shit again. Always stick to your friends and, you know, reliable plugs if you're gonna get that stuff. I'm not condoning the use of you going out and doing acid or any type of psychedelic involved like that. Just make sure if you do, get it from somebody who you know is not going to rip you off and give you some fake shit, because you never know what someone could give you. It could be some really dangerous shit. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap the video up now. It was a long video. I hope you enjoyed. That was the first time of me ever taking fake acid. And I wish and hope none of you guys ever do fake acid or anything like that. It's really bad for you. I'm still not sure what they gave us, but I know it wasn't real. And my buddy, till this day, still tells me that that shit that he took fucks with him. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will continue to make more videos like this in the future. This has been Kush Plants, and I'm out. About to go smoke a bowl.